Dyson. I thought our guys were, more focused. And started the game, Golden State was really good. I mean, they were cutting harder than us. They were defending. They did a lot of things, and I thought they were more aggressive. I thought in the third quarter, even the first possession defensively, our level went up, and that's been the key for us, just to guard. I mentioned Dyson, Keel, all those guys, just the whole team just took their level up defensively. We got some stops and were able to get out and get some easier, better looks. Obviously CJ's shot making during that stretch was really, really big too.
And coach, tonight Moge again, shooting the ball well, 4-4 from 3, doing what you want him to do, shooting and firing with confidence, and also defensively as well. And on the back end of that question for you too, coach, but he was spirit. The real start of the night, how people love him, change his name, and talk about what he means to your team behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, Mo is so impactful for us on the defensive end, and he's done a really good job just being spaced and ready, and we have confidence in him shooting that ball. With Buddy, you just look at how his former team, you see him through their eyes, even your opponent. It says a lot about who he is and what kind of teammate he is, and how selfless he is. For a guy that's made a lot of threes, I guess he's a little bit selfish when he shoots, but he has a way of impacting his teammates, whether he's on the floor or off.
Coach, so JJ was a nice shot. Okay, was that last minute decision?
Yeah, I won't get into the details of it, but he's okay. Hopefully he'll get back next game. Our medical group will tell me.
Coach, you spoke about effort a few minutes ago. There were a couple of instances where you had your guys diving for balls on the floor. A lot of plays which you usually see in the college game from an effort standpoint. Just talk about what you saw there and just guys not giving up on the play when you have a lot of guys in the league who do.
Yeah, well, I think, whatever, it doesn't matter what level you're playing on, if you want to win, you're willing to do the things it takes to win. And I think in those situations, our guys responded to the game. And the game required that, and those opportunities don't always present themselves, but when they do, we had some guys that were really committed. Those loose balls are big plays, and I think even if you don't get it, it gives your team a lift.
Coach, I know we talked a lot about Dyson shooting this season, and he's been working on it, of course. For him to sort of see the results a little bit more tonight, just what does it say about the work?
Better than CJ, I think, tonight from 3.
Yeah.
That's what I told him. I think that's right. You guys check the box. We feel strongly that I've said it before. Just space, and then read. And if you've got that shot, take it. And if you don't, play make. And that's been his focus, and it's good to see him knock one down tonight. And we want him to keep doing that.
Coach, there are many teams that could continue to generate some assistant passes. Their best player off the floor. You got about 6% of your passes were assisted. What is it about this offensive selection of guys? The offense still hungry, teams just getting up the line?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're a team. No matter who's on the floor, and different guys are going to do different things every night. Where you see, I think our group right now isn't concerned about who's actually getting credit for a basket. They're concerned about us scoring, and when that happens, the team's better. I've said it, and I think Jalen said it. We want the whole to be greater than the sum of the parts, and when we're missing someone like Jalen, who's obviously really important to our team, other guys have to pick it up, and it'll be his turn when he's back.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.